Most people are born, live, and die inside a cage they cannot see. They call it society. They call it being normal. They are the background characters in a story they didn't write. But then, there are the others. You have felt it since childhood. A cold, quiet distance between you and the rest of the world. You watched the kids on the playground, then the adults in the office, and you realized, I am not one of them. You aren't better or worse. You are simply operating on a frequency they cannot hear. You went to therapists. They called it social anxiety. You went to friends. They called it being a loner. They were all wrong. What you possess is an extremely rare Jungian personality, a psychological configuration so powerful that it creates a disturbance in the collective. But here is the warning that Carl Jung whispered and Niccolo Machiavelli shouted. To be rare is to be a target. In a world of sheep, the wolf is not the enemy. The man who can see the sheep for what they are is the enemy. If you recognize these 7 signs, you are standing on a gold mine. But if the wrong people see you digging, they will bury you in that same hole. Today, we aren't just identifying your signs. We are teaching you how to weaponize your rarity. Sign 1, the mirror of the shadow. The first sign is a strange phenomenon, unprovoked hostility. Have you ever noticed that certain people, especially those who are fakes or status seekers, hate you before you've even spoken? You try to be polite, yet they look at you with a simmering rage. Jung explained this through the shadow. Most people spend their lives pretending to be good. They hide their greed, their lust, and their malice in a basement called the shadow. But because you are integrated, because you accept your own darkness, you act as a physical mirror to them. When they look at you, they don't see you. They see the monster they've been hiding from themselves. The Machiavellian strategy. This is a dangerous position. A person who sees their own ugliness in your eyes will never forgive you. Machiavelli's rule: men never forget an old insult. The power move: stop trying to be liked by these people. If you realize you are a mirror, use it to your advantage. When they attack you, stay absolutely calm. Your calmness is the ultimate mirror. It forces them to act out their insanity in public while you remain the sane one. You don't have to defeat them. You just have to let them defeat themselves in front of an audience. Sign 2. The hunter's intuition. While others are listening to words, you are listening to vibrations. Jung called this introverted intuition. You see the world in trends and arcs. You know a perfect couple is going to divorce 6 months before they do. You know a stable company is going to fail before the CEO does. To you, the present moment is transparent. You see the strings pulling the puppets. This makes you an accidental time traveler. You are living in the third act while everyone else is still arguing about the opening credits. The dark reality. This leads to the Cassandra complex. You tell people the truth, and they laugh at you. They call you a doom scroller or negative. Then, when you are proven right, they don't apologize. They resent you for being right. The Machiavellian pivot. Never say I told you so. Machiavelli taught that a leader must appear to follow the popular will while secretly steering the ship. If your intuition tells you a disaster is coming, don't warn the herd. They will only trample you. Instead, position yourself, quietly exit the burning building, and when it finally collapses, be the only one standing with the resources to rebuild. Power is not about being a prophet. It's about being the only one who prepared. Sign 3. The chameleon, the master of the mask. Most rare people feel like they are faking it in social situations. You have a social mask that is so well crafted, it's almost a separate person. You can walk into a boardroom and talk like a CEO, then walk into a bar and talk like a local. You aren't being fake. You are being fluid. Jung called this the persona. But for the rare type, the persona isn't a cage, it's a tool. You understand that identity is a lie. You are a ghost inhabiting different costumes. The danger: if people see the seams in your mask, they will feel manipulated. They will call you two-faced. The Machiavellian move. Machiavelli said, Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Embrace this. Your true self is a sanctuary that no one is allowed to enter without an invitation. Keep your rare signs hidden under a cloak of normalcy. The most powerful man in the room is the one who looks like he belongs there, but is secretly the only one who knows the exit. Use your ability to blend in as a Trojan horse. Sign 4. The alchemical paradox. This is the sign that separates the smart from the rare. You possess the ability to hold opposing truths. You are ruthlessly logical, yet deeply spiritual. You are capable of extreme empathy, yet you can turn your emotions off like a light switch when it's time to be cold. This is the alchemical paradox. Jung believed that the goal of the human soul was to reconcile the sinner and the saint. Most people choose one and suppress the other. You are both. You are a monk who knows how to fight. You are a warrior who knows how to pray. The Machiavellian benefit: this makes you unpredictable. And in the world of power, unpredictability is your greatest shield. If people think you are the nice guy, they will try to walk over you until they hit the stone wall of your logic. If they think you are the cold strategist, they will be blindsided by your humanity. Strategy: never let them solve you. Always stay deep. When they think they have you figured out, change the frequency. As Machiavelli noted, a leader must be both the lion and the fox. You are the only one who can be both at the same time. Sign 5. The prima materia, the depth obsession. Small talk is your hell. You find it physically exhausting to discuss the weather, celebrity gossip, or sports. You are obsessed with the prima materia, the root matter of life. You want to talk about the architecture of power, the nature of death, and the psychology of the soul. This makes you intense. People will tell you to relax or stop thinking so much, but you can't. You are a deep-sea creature. If you come to the surface for too long, your lungs feel like they are collapsing. The final warning: if you reveal your depth to the wrong person, they will use it to anchor you. They will play on your deep emotions or your search for meaning to trap you in their narrative. The Machiavellian execution. Treat your depth as a high-value asset. Don't give it away for free. In conversations, stay on the surface until you have vetted the other person. If they are a surface dweller, stay a surface dweller with them. Only show your rare depth to those who can trade it for something of equal value. Knowledge is power, but withheld knowledge is a superpower. Sign 6. The voice of the void. The sixth sign is your refusal to bow. You have a paradoxical relationship with authority. You find it impossible to follow a leader you do not respect, yet in moments of crisis, the herd instinctively turns their heads toward you. You are the outsider leader. You don't seek the throne, you are the one who realizes the throne is just a chair. While others compete for titles in a dying system, you operate outside of it. You aren't part of the hierarchy, you are the one the hierarchy calls when it starts to break. The Machiavellian insight: true power is not a badge or a title, it is the ability to be the third point. While two sides are locked in a struggle, you are the shadow behind the curtain providing the solution. For a price. You don't lead the sheep, you own the field they graze on. Your power comes from the fact that you don't need them, but they cannot survive without your clarity. Sign 7. The architect of synchronicity, the unseen current. The final sign is the most unnerving. You live in a dialogue with reality. You experience meaningful coincidences, synchronicity. You think of a solution, and the exact book you need falls off the shelf. You feel a vibration to move to a new city, and suddenly the path clears. Jung believed that the inner world and the outer world are not separate. Because you are individuating, becoming your true self, the universe begins to organize itself around your path. You navigate by the stars in your head rather than the map in your hand. The Machiavellian masterstroke: people will call your success luck or your decisions insane. let them. Never explain your gut feelings or your signs to a rationalist. They will use your intuition against you, labeling you as unstable. The power move. Operate in the hidden space. Use your connection to the unseen current to make moves that no one sees coming. As Machiavelli said, the lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. Your synchronicity is your fox sense. It tells you when the trap is set before the door shuts. The grand finale, the return of the shaman. If you recognized all 7 signs, the weight you feel is the burden of the observer. You are the immune system of a blind society. You were designed to stay on the edge of the village so you could see the predator coming while the villagers were dancing. But understanding your rarity is only level 1. Level 2 is integration. You must stop acting like a victim of your own mind. You are not a disturbed villager. You are the shaman. You are the architect. Stop trying to blend in with people who are designed to stay asleep. Your isolation is not a defect. It is your sovereignty. The world is a stage, and the normal are just actors following a script they didn't write. You just realized you can walk off the stage whenever you want. Go out and build your myth. Use your shadow to protect your light. And remember, the world only fears what it cannot categorize. Stay uncategorized. Stay rare. Stay formidable. The herd is sleeping. If you have reached the end of this journey, comment "I am the fox" below. Subscribe to master the dark psychology of the soul. We have only just begun to scratch the surface.